Hello, everybody. Welcome to the final webcast that is going to be called the New Earth Teachings webcast. Because next week we're going to be introducing the brand new New Earth TV Live web broadcast that will be taking place, and I will be having a co-host for that show, known as Zach Hader. So he'll be joining me as well too next week. So it's going to be kind of a different format, but we'll still have healing, group healing done. And we'll still have Q&A as well too. But I'm looking forward to this new launch. It's going to be really, really exciting. Again, and having a co-host will certainly be a benefit as I can go into the state with Adronis and someone can handle the questions. So that will be great as well too. So hope you're all doing well here for our last official New Earth Teachings webcast before the changeover in December. So firstly, we'll get to some announcements. Beautiful, sacred geometrical clothing, apparel, and accessories imbued with spirit source energy to heal, rejuvenate, detoxify, and strengthen the body. Shop now at healingcodeshop.com. Okay, and second announcement is, of course, the free drawing. It's going to be happening. That's actually already happened here. So I'm going to be announcing the winners of the drawing here. I actually have not got around to this morning. So there's a lot of things that kind of got caught up in the way this morning. So I'm going to be announcing the two winners for the Healing Code Cards body deck today. And so again, it's facebook.com/healingcodecards. So in December, I'm going to be away because I'm going to be doing my self-retreat for the Point of No Return. But our next drawing is going to be in January. So we'll have another giveaway coming in January. But I will be drawing the two winners today, and we'll be contacting them on Facebook Messenger for the November 27th giveaway. So once that is done, I'll be contacting those two. So again, our next giveaway will be happening here in January. I've been a little bit behind this week, so there's been a lot of stuff happening. Healing Code Cards, of course. Mind Deck is available right now in digital edition. And of course, the Healing Code Cards body deck. And of course, I still get a lot of questions from people saying, well, Brad, is the physical deck of the Mind Deck available yet? Not yet. The good news is that it's on its way. Okay, so it should be here in about 6 weeks from now. Okay, so I'm thinking probably around mid-January that it should be here. The Mind Deck printed edition. Okay, so the physical Mind Deck should be ready here by the middle of January. Okay, as soon as it's ready, as soon as I have it, then I'll be making an announcement for that on YouTube and on Facebook as well too. Okay, but again, Healing Code Cards are available both on Amazon.com and Amazon.ca. For international customers, please just order through the healingcodecards.com website. Okay, and so the physical edition of the body deck is available, the digital edition of the body deck is available, and the digital edition of the Mind Deck is available. Okay, and the physical edition, printed edition of the Mind Deck will be ready most likely in mid-January. So again, we are still with the early bird launch of New Earth TV Live. Okay, so the early bird launch, the website is newearthtv.live. Okay, it's newearthtv.live. You guys can sign up there. It's free. All right, it's free membership. You guys can even post videos. You guys can post photos. You guys can post blogs. All right, there's a lot of things to do. We're using a Ning social network platform. So again, it is community rich. So I'm looking forward to officially rolling this out on December 1st. But again, you guys can go there for the early bird launch because we're going to have some announcements on December 1st relating to the content to come for New Earth TV Live. So again, I'm really excited to roll that out all together. Okay, so we will go ahead and get started with today. I do have kind of a big historical thing that happened yesterday involving a particular mantra, or a mantra, a particular mudra, I should say, right? I'm going to be talking about that a little bit more in an upcoming video this weekend, okay? It's basically that I was being guided to bring healing codes to a very, very common mudra that we use, that every living human being can use, and it's this, all right? So I'm going to explain this a lot more this weekend. I'm not going to go too much into detail right now. But basically, I was being guided to work with this simple mudra, right, which is known as the Nani mudra. We see it all the time, when people are talking, doing inspirational speeches, when people are meditating in that way. But basically, I have assigned healing codes to every single living being who does this, all right? So basically, as soon as you start doing this and you are aware of, the healing codes that come through it, which is the important part, because you have to be consciously aware that healing codes are coming through this, you can use this to completely dissolve and eliminate and neutralize any form of negative energy within your entire space. Okay, that's in your physical space, and even if you are projecting yourself remotely and you are doing this, and you can use that to dissolve and eliminate and neutralize any negative-based energy within your entire space. So this symbol by itself is very powerful. But what we're doing is what I've been told to do through inner guidance was basically to use this symbol and actually have light codes coming through it. So just like how I have created the healing code cards, whereas you're working with the healing code cards and the codes come through as you stare at it for 60 seconds, or as you charge your water with it, or as you put it upon your body, the Nani mudra has now been universally configured for any living human being to use, so that this can completely diffuse any forms of hostility, aggression, negative-based energy. Okay, so I'm going to be going into that more this weekend. I'm going to be making a special video for it. Okay, I'm just basically talking about why I was guided to create something like that and put that into a very common universal symbol. All right, so look forward to that this weekend. Okay, so I know there's a lot of questions piling up in the live chat. We're going to spend a little bit more time on questions today. It's going to be kind of a short broadcast today, guys, because I do have to run and do some things shortly afterwards. So it'll probably just be about 40-45 minutes today. We are just going to do a group healing, okay? And then we're going to get right into questions, right? Because I know there's some questions, but it's really just one question per person, okay? So I know there's quite a few people on right now. So let's start off first and foremost with how we usually do, getting ourselves into a relaxed, comfortable state, making sure the body is free of any points of strain. Okay, and place our hands upon the center of our chest, and let's take some deep breaths in and out. All right, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and one more time, inhale, and exhale. Okay, so now I want you to bring your focus and awareness down to the base of your spine. And through the base of your spine, I just want you to imagine that there are black roots coming out through the base and just going down the legs, right? Going all the way down the ankles, going all the way down to the bottom of the feet, where the bottom center of both feet are opening up, and you're feeling the black roots going deeply into the earth, all right? So you're feeling that energy going deeper and deeper into the earth, and feel free to connect right with the heart of Mother Earth, okay? Just feel yourself connecting together. Other people, everybody really has their own perspective of what the heart of Mother Earth looks like. You may just see a ball of light. You may literally see a physical heart, right? However you perceive it is fine, okay? And you're just connecting those black roots directly into the heart, okay? So, next thing we're going to do is we're just going to do a simple scan of our body, just starting off at the top of the head. All right, a simple scanning beam here, we can imagine. And we're just slowly bringing that beam all the way down our body. And we're just being aware of any tension, strain, discomfort, okay, in the surface areas of our body, okay? And we're perceiving those areas as black liquid, okay? So maybe you have some tension around your shoulders, you'll see that as black liquid. Maybe you have some tension around your chest, you'll see that as black liquid. Tension around the belly, black liquid, okay? Going down the legs, around the knees, black liquid, all right? So once you have finished the scan, and you notice where these black liquid areas are, you're now just going to guide them, right? You're guiding them through your consciousness, sending them all the way down to the base of the spine. Base of the spine is the collection point, okay? As they collect there, you're now going to feel, you're going to move them, just again, with your own thoughts, moving them through the black roots and going all the way down to the bottom of the feet. And as they leave the feet, you are just giving your blessing to Mother Earth. Mother Earth, I'm ready to release all this, transmute it into light, purify it into light. Thank you, Mother Earth. I love you. All right? So you're just transmuting that energy as soon as it leaves your body. You're seeing it going through the roots, and it's turning into light. as it's going through the roots and going into the heart of the earth. All right. And of course, Mother Earth absorbs that, and she'll purify the energy, and then she'll use that purified energy for her own needs and her own means. Okay. So, just giving thanks and love to Mother Earth. And now, we're going to feel Mother Earth now sending this brown energy up through our black roots. As it comes up now, connecting with our feet, this brown energy. Up through our feet, up through our ankles, up past our knees, moving up into the base of the spine. And now it's going to mix together with the chakra centers. Okay? So we're now just focusing on our root chakra, which is colored red. Okay, apple red. And I just want you to see a pool of red energy. Again, like an apple red pool of energy within your mind. Okay? And you can either use your physical hand or you can use your astral hand. Either way, doesn't matter. Okay? And we're swirling that counterclockwise 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving up now into the sacral chakra or the navel chakra, just below the belly button. Okay, colored orange, like an orange peel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, counterclockwise. Okay, moving up now into the solar plexus chakra, colored yellow, like a lemon. And again, seeing that pool of liquid there, swirling, counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving up now into the heart chakra, color of green, like grass. Okay, seeing that pool, counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving up now into the throat, aquamarine or sky blue. Okay, seeing that pool, counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving up now into the third eye chakra, ocean blue. Okay, seeing that pool, counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Finally, moving up to the crown chakra, colored violet, seeing the pool, counterclockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, focusing now on the abdomen, taking a deep breath in. Having that breath all the way up to the crown. Exhale, feeling the crown chakra opening up as you exhale, feeling this rainbow light cascading down your body like a fountain, going all the way down to the bottom of the feet and moving up into the perineum. As it connects with the perineum now, we are now bringing our focus and awareness to our heart center. Okay, and we're just paying attention now, taking a moment. Pay attention to your heartbeat. And inhale. Exhale. Feel the toroidal field expanding from your heart. Okay. The toroidal field, the top is now above your head, bottom is below your feet, and it's now starting to rotate counterclockwise. Again, for those of you who are advanced, you can see the toroidal field in hemispheres. Okay. And the top can rotate one direction, the bottom can rotate another. Any direction is fine. Okay. Clockwise, anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise, clockwise, 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 anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise. Okay, but to keep it very simple, just seeing it moving counterclockwise, right, in one direction, one flowing direction. Okay, we're going to look behind our heart once again, and we're going to see spirit light right behind the heart, right? This is the throne of the Christ, right behind your heart. And again, take a deep breath in. Exhale, breathing that spirit light into the toroidal field, imbuing that spirit light directly into the toroidal field, as now that glow of the toroidal field is present, and that is the spirit light contained within it. So, of course, you can work with that spirit light. You can, again, have it assist you if there's any areas within your body, physically, mentally, emotionally, that you would like to work on. Summon the spirit light to you, okay? I've talked about this in previous webcasts, so many of you guys should know this by now. If you're new, well then again, this is what you have available to you. And if you are new to this webcast, I'd suggest checking out the other webcasts as well too, because they will help you out with this, because I've been doing it for quite some time now, okay? So again, that spirit light is there. You can call it in. You can call it into your hands, feeling your hands just vibrating and glowing with spirit light. And what would you like spirit light to do? Well, we can help to ease the shoulders, right? If there's a lot of tension in the shoulders, we're again putting a lot of that spirit light upon it, right? We can just hold our hands here, or we can rub it in, okay, for as long as you need to. And once you're done, just dust it off and dust it off. All right. Okay, let's take a deep breath in, deep breath out. All right, and now we'll come back into the present moment. So we will go ahead and get started now with the group healing, and then after the group healing, we'll be getting into some questions, okay? So now that I've already brought in the toroidal field and the white spirit light, I just want you to look into your body right now and just find an area that you would like to have resolved. Okay, like I said, it can be physical, mental, emotional. Okay, so if it's something, for example, that is emotional, you want to go back into the memory. Okay, you want to go into the memory and saying, well, this is how my body felt when I felt really upset, when I got really angry, when I got really sad. I could feel it happening right here. Maybe it was in my heart. Maybe it was in the center of my chest. Maybe it was in my abdomen. Okay. Maybe it was in the top of my shoulders here. So if it's something emotional related, then that's what you want to discover. You want to find out the point to where that stagnant energy is. At best, you can try to guess, but I would suggest use your intuition for that. Okay. So just scanning your body right now and just finding a certain area within your body that you would like to relinquish. All right. And so when you discover that area of the body, you're seeing black liquid around that area, right? Some people have told me, oh, Brad, I have a headache. Okay, well, there's black liquid in the head, right, that we're basically using as a means to collect. All right, I have a neck ache. Well, then it's the back of the neck. Okay, I feel bad about something. It feels like it's right in my heart. All right, concentrate on the heart, and the black liquid is there. Okay, so just discover that area within yourself right now. Okay, and with your hands, imagining black etheric roots are coming out through the hands, and they are connecting to that particular spot, to that particular area. Okay, so I'll give you a moment as you feel the black roots just wrapping around that particular area in question. Okay. Well, Brad, what if it's my aura? Well, then basically you wrap it through your body and you see the roots coming around the aura. Okay. And they too can absorb black liquid energy. The roots are etheric in nature, so they can work with the physical body, the mental body, the emotional body, and of course the etheric body, right? So it all depends on whoever has the condition that they want to work on to help resolve this, okay? But the black roots are there, and they can go into any body, all right? So now that we have the black roots contained in that area, wrapped around that area, we're going to do what? The apologetic affirmation, okay? So the apologetic affirmation, very simple. This is where we are learning to be very humble with our body. We are being apologetic. We are being humble, right? We are repenting. And when we do that, the body is elated that we do this. Oh my God, Joe finally apologized to me after 10, 15, 20 years of not listening to the body. He finally apologized to me. I feel great. Of course I'll relinquish this dense energy so we can clear it out. Okay? The body is thrilled that you even talk to it. And the body is even more thrilled when you apologize to it. Okay? When you become humble. All right? That's the key to life, is humility. So, let's take a deep breath in and out. As we do the apologetic affirmation now, you can repeat after me wherever you are in the world. Okay? I apologize to my body for being neglectful regarding this condition. I ask for my body's forgiveness as well as its assistance in helping to collect the dense energy, black liquid in form, and putting it into my hands, so that this dense energy can be delivered directly to spirit to be purified and forgiven in totality. And so it is. Okay. So, now that we have done the apologetic affirmation, you are feeling the relinquishing of that black liquid dense energy. Okay, and now it's moving through the roots. The etheric roots are now sucking it up, absorbing it directly into your hands. Okay, so I'll give you guys a moment to do that now. Okay, and you can always go back to the recording again and redo this. And it'll work every single time, no matter how many times you do it. Okay? Okay. So now that we have that black liquid connected into our hands, we're now ready to relinquish it. So take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Just continue to do deep breathing as I bring spirit in. I command God's spirit light to completely cancel out, eliminate, neutralize, and purge all of the black liquid dense energy contained within the hands of everyone that is observing this video right now. Purging all of that black liquid dense energy from their hands, putting it up into source consciousness to be purified and forgiven in totality. Apply. Okay, take a deep breath in, deep breath out. All right, if you feel like all of that black liquid energy has left from your hands, congratulations. Spirit was able to take it away. If there's still little remnants of it remaining, what I'd like you to do is just keeping your hands here, and I want you just to chant, I love you, 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 okay? And you're chanting it to your hands, and as you chant that, you're feeling the residuals of that black liquid dense energy moving back up into spirit, okay? You're just saying I love you to it until you feel those residuals given up into spirit, okay? Very good, guys. So like I said, you can review that again in the recording if you wish. All right, so let's go ahead now and get into questions, because I know there's quite a few questions on the chat. I'll do what I can to answer some questions. And like I said, guys, sometimes there is no answer to questions, right? So all I can really do, and what Adronis can do, is provide you guys insight, right? We cannot always answer all of the questions that you guys have. Sometimes we're just trying to point you in the direction. Because what Adronis and I are both trying to do is trying to put ourselves out of work, right? And teaching you guys how you can go within and be the wise beings to answer your own questions, okay? So questions are good, but like I said, it just depends in regards to what is asked and what can be shared in that way. Sometimes we can't provide answers for you, right? Because the answers reside within yourself, but nonetheless, we'll do what we can. Okay, so as I scroll to the top of the chat, I have interesting things, having a lot of questions here, so I don't even know which one to choose. Yeah, so interesting things. Well, I think one of the things that Interesting Things says here, how is the idea of COVID-19, as Adronis called it, going to end? What will be the explanation that people will be given? Well, they won't really be given an explanation in that way. It's just something that's going to kind of naturally phase out, right? And it all depends in regards to who's in charge at that time. Now, again, as I've talked about, guys, and some people, are very, very, adamant that Donald Trump serve for another 4 years. And as I said, I don't think that is going to happen. It's extremely unlikely, okay, that neither of them are going to serve for the next term in 2021. The feeling is, again, I'm not too sure about how the entire transitional situation comes about, but neither of them will continue as president in 2021. They will both vacate the seat altogether. And there is supposed to be a brand new leader that is coming into the United States, okay? What Adronis has shared is that this person is younger than Trump and may have connections to the military, okay? Or basically either was military or has good connections to the military or internal workings with the military as well. So with that leader, there are some other people I'm witnessing as well too who are seeing this as well with this younger leader, and someone is actually saying that they're very childlike, that they're very much, very, very childlike and innocent in that way. And I think that's meant because they may not have a record where they can bash this particular person that's coming in, because they may actually have a pretty clean record altogether. So it's someone who is completely new. That's kind of the feeling I get. I can't 100% put my, thumb of guarantee on that, but these are just feelings that I'm getting, right? And so basically, this new person that is going to come into office is going to do more work in 1 year than what Donald Trump did in 4 years, right? He's going to be even better than Trump, right? I should say even he or she, right? Because it's not too sure if it's male or female, but it's either he or she that will come into the office will do an even better job than him, right? He or she is really going to tackle a lot of these matters. Now, COVID-19, basically from what I have seen, is looking to be dissolved around the end of 2021 or early 2022, okay? That's the closest approximation I can give. How that is dissolved, I think because all the agendas are going to be dissolved. They're going to be exposed, right? That there is not a need for masks. We're already seeing this right now, right? Many different forms of alternative media networks are already saying that masks are unnecessary. They're actually already coming out and saying that the numbers relating to COVID-19 are falsified. They're exaggerated. They've been blown up, right? So there's a lot of news that's already coming out and debunking a lot of the COVID agenda. So what the feeling is with 2021, and these are just feelings, guys. This is all I can ever share. They're predictions, right? As they're predictions, they're feelings. They could come to pass. They may not, right? But it feels like the momentum is very, very strong there. That the mainstream media will most likely be dismantled, okay? And I feel that that'll probably happen around the summertime as it builds up. There'll be build up, but I feel that there will be a big combination around the summertime of 2021 relating to the mainstream media. And they will be, who knows, either revamped or completely shut down entirely. And there will be new news agencies coming together that will have much more integrity, right? So it's uncertain about how that is going to fold, right? I basically see maybe some of these popular news media channels like CNN, etc., maybe just off the air, right? Because they may be involved in exposure relating to a lot of the scandals that they have been a part of. So again, these are all just feelings, but it feels like there will be a definite shift in the way that we access information pertaining to mainstream media, because a lot of it is mind control programming, okay? And so there's going to be a lot of retaliation. There's going to be a lot of inner working, okay? A lot of these changes are going to be like ninja in the night, right? Very silent. Very few people are even going to know what's going on. There's going to be a lot of shadow changes in the background. And all of a sudden we're noticing these enormous shifts taking place. I mean, this has happened this year as well too with a lot of things, right? Some people have said that, children have been rescued from vaults, from underground bases, etc. But that's not in the mainstream news at all, right? So it's very, very, kind of like silence in the night, whispers in the night that are taking place that's going to resolve a lot of these things. But like I said, as we enter the point of no return, December 21st, 2020, that is ushering in a brand new Earth, right? We are looking at a complete and total cyclical change here. We're looking at an astrological change, and we're looking at a higher octave of Earth that is coming together. This, again, is being confirmed by many others, not just me, right? Other astrologers are seeing this change. Psychics, intuitives, healers are seeing this change as well, too. And it's going to be powerful. It's going to be broad. It's going to be massive. And we are entering a new world. So like I said, now some people are very, very concerned about, oh, Brad, I don't know if I can be like crystal clear polished by December 21st, 2020. And I said, who told you that you have to be? Right? It's those who are completely dominated by fear. It's those who are completely feeling that they're unwilling to change, that they're not going to change for nobody. They are not open to this. Okay, the guys and girls that are really going to be affected by this are not watching this broadcast right now. Okay, pretty much all you guys that are watching this right now, you got nothing to worry about. All right, you got nothing to worry about, because my channel is all about working with open-mindedness, working with spirit, right? Working together in this way. You guys got nothing to worry about, right? You're still going to go through challenges. I'm still going through challenges myself, okay? But we are going to shift ourselves into a new octave, and we're going to see things dissolve very, very quickly. I mean, we're going to see what's going to happen here in about a year and a half that probably took in the past maybe about a decade or two to fully expose, right? And to fully dissolve and dismantle. I would also say that the year of transition, 2021, would also be known as the year of revolution as well too. A lot of revolution happening upon the entire planet. Like I said, the entire takedown of the globalists, complete and total takedown of the corrupt is what's taking place. That's the momentum of where things are going right now. Okay, so how is it going to end? I don't know. I can't really tell you. There's many different possibilities. Like I said, there are takedowns happening right now that are attempting to debunk it. So my feeling is that this will probably continue in a greater capacity. And then as we get into the end of the year or the start of next year, that we'll see it just completely collapse because there's so much counteracting evidence about the entire COVID-19 agenda just being a hoax, right? Being a scam. And that is going to continue. So my feeling is that, again, world leaders are going to be taken down. They're going to be exposed. They're going to be maybe arrested. They may have military tribunals, right? There's a lot of things that's going to happen in 2021. Right now, things that we can't even believe. That's the problem with predictions. I could give you guys a really, really wild prediction. You're like, oh, come on, Brad. That's wishful thinking. There is no way anything like that is going to happen. Well, guys, back in 2016, everybody thought Hillary Clinton was going to be president of the United States. Nobody really thought Donald Trump was going to get it. That was a deus ex machina, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, moment there, right? Where we're seeing Trump, being awarded the presidency. Nobody, a lot of people did not see that coming. Some did. A lot of people did not. They're like, come on, yeah, right, Trump's going to be what is this, a Simpsons episode? What's going on? And all of a sudden he is, and it's like the entire world just gasped, right? And if I was to basically go back like in 2015 and say, okay, guys, Donald Trump's going to win the election. Oh, pfft, yeah, right. Okay, Brad. Yeah, you're on crack. All right, you're on crack, man. All right, lay off the crack. So, again, this is what I'm talking about. These predictions will throw you for a loop because even if I say certain things, like I said right now, is that we will not have Donald Trump or Joe Biden as president of the United States. So, come on, Brad, you got to choose one of them. Nope. Neither of them, right? And a new leader is looking to come about. So my guess is the feeling is that there's a grace period and then something happens to where this new leader comes about. I'm not too sure of the entire process, but that is, again, what's being told even in the 2021 video, okay? The year of transition. If you guys have not watched that yet, go watch Adronis 2021, the year of transition and the point of no return. It's on my YouTube channel. Watch it, okay? Thank you, Interesting Things, for your question. Let's go down because I want to try and give other people a chance here. So yeah, Pamela says here, says she's a new viewer. You said COVID-19 is an unproven fake. My son is an emergency department physician. I know many people are dying. If it's not COVID, what is it? It's other things disguised as COVID-19. And you have to understand coronavirus has many different strains to it, okay? So whenever they're doing this, what they're doing is they're attempting to further agenda. This isn't even really about a virus, guys, at all. This is about Agenda 21. This is about Agenda 2030. This is about the idea where they are trying to completely sink the economy and being able to replace it with their own type of system where you will be completely dependent on the government. You will have absolutely no property whatsoever. There will be vaccinations, and there will be people that are basically just being huddled into these homes that are all government owned. The entire intention is for the government to own everything, is to have real estate, is to have everything with them, and that you have to completely depend upon the government, right? So they will use this COVID agenda as a means of trying to integrate new laws into countries to try and enforce this, right? To basically give it a socialist or communist-like model, right? This is not about a virus, okay? That is only an alibi. That's only one particular factor pertaining to a much greater picture that they are trying to do here. Adronis has said, yes, the coronavirus COVID-19 does exist, but it's not widespread. Is that it was created in a laboratory basically to serve together as a patent, but it is not in that sense being widespread to the entire world. Where a lot of people have actually been ill has actually been caused by 5G deployment, okay? They basically have a lot of 5G systems, machines in these cities, and all they have to do is just activate them. And there's harsh radiation, there's mind control, there's all kinds of nasty stuff. I've actually done a video on protecting yourself from 5G in the past. But basically, a lot of these 5G technology can render a person extremely sick, and they can blame it on COVID, right? A lot of what's happened in Italy is actually based on 5G deployment, and Italy has a lot of senior citizens, right? So like I said, this is not about a COVID-19. They are basically forging death certificates, and they are blowing up the numbers so that they try to make it look like it's a pandemic, but it's not. And unfortunately, there are some doctors that are going along with this, and there are some that are trying to fight it. It all depends. So that's not to say anything in particular to any person, but again, this is really what's been happening. Okay, so I know it's a very distressing situation, but again, these people will sink to that kind of low. You have to understand that these guys are Satan-worshipping psychopaths. Okay, they are not going to bow out graciously. They are not just going to tip their hat and say, okay, we're beaten, we'll let them win. Mm-mm. They would rather see the entire world die in a blazing inferno than give up their power. Okay? So again, these are unbelievably psychopathic people. Okay? And they are the ones that are running this entire agenda. And they are very, very good at putting themselves in disguise to make them, again, wolves in sheep's clothing. Okay? So again, guys, this is what's being shared. Nobody likes to talk about this stuff. I certainly don't. But nonetheless, that's what's happening. Okay? And it's been shown that this has been happening now for the past several months, at the beginning of the year, since really when all this was starting to come together. We don't like to talk about this, but nonetheless, it's what's happening. Okay? This is not a true pandemic. It does not work this way. These are engineered forms of bloated up numbers, forged death certificates to bloat up the numbers. Okay? But this is going to be stopping very, very soon as we get into the beginning of the new year. It's all going to be exposed. It's already starting to be exposed now. Okay? Thank you, Pamela, for your question. Okay, let me just scroll down a little bit here. One moment, guys. Oh, no, I'll still be posting in December. I'll still be doing a webcast. Christine says you won't be posting in December. Yeah, of course I will. Yeah, but it's a new show that's coming, right? So a new show is happening here on December 4th, okay? This entire webcast is going to be called New Earth TV Live, okay? And it's going to be broadcasting through multiple platforms. So it'll still be here on YouTube, it'll be on Facebook, and it'll be on Instagram, okay? So I'm using the Restream software with that, and I'll have a co-host with me as well too, okay? So yes, I'm still doing the webcast. Don't worry, guys. My goodness. Right? Just really listen to what I'm saying here. This is still going to continue, just in a new form. Okay? So I will still be doing this Q&A. I will still be doing group healing. Okay? So relax. Take a deep breath in. Everything's good. Okay? You can go back to the beginning of the video where I was talking about that. Okay? Here's one from Karma. Karma says, will age reversal life extension technologies be released in the coming years so that old terminally ill people might get to experience the harvest rather than pass on before that event? They're actually starting to talk about that they are starting to develop reverse aging technology right now, right? You can just go on Google and type in reverse aging technology, and they're actually starting to create new developments with that. So my feeling is within the next few years, yeah, most definitely. I don't know if it'll be med beds or something like that. I don't know. I'm not too sure what their entire process is. I haven't looked into it too much. It could involve like lasers or I don't know, elixirs or something like that. Whatever they're doing, but they're basically developing ways to extend the telomeres within the DNA. Okay. Now the healing code cards already have that capability as well too, with working with telomeres, such as with the major organ purifier. Okay. That also works to extend the telomeres within your body through the healing code cards body deck. Okay. The major organ purifier. I put that in there. So again, you can do this already with your own consciousness. Look what I've been doing with the youth body, everybody, okay? If I can do it, you guys can do it. So again, through the youth body, through meditation, through the healing code cards, through new technology that's coming, yeah, I mean, I don't think we'll really have too much long to wait before there's some really incredible reverse aging technology that comes in. I would say maybe around 2030, 2040 onwards, we may have some new inventions coming together that may help to reverse age. So that'd be great, especially in this new time that we're coming into, this shift in the new earth. There's going to be a lot more of that type of technology. It's in development, but I'd say within the next few years, we could see something really amazing unfold. So yes, it certainly is a possibility, but I'm showing you guys how you can do it right now. You don't have to wait for technology. Look into the youth body practice on my YouTube channel, okay? Look into the healing code cards. Look into meditation. That's what's going to help you, okay? Let's go down here. Okay, here's one from Blissful Gabriel. Blissful Gabriel says, question for Adronis. So I'll bring him in here in a moment. What happens after you create your desire? We know how and what to do to manifest, but what really happens? The mechanics of manifestation. What is going on in spirit, in us, step by step? Oh, someone wants to be really, really detailed with this. All right. So good. Let's go ahead and bring Adronis in. I'll take a moment. And he'll look and shed some light on this question. Thank you. And let me take a glass of water first. Okay, here we go. Terra Soul Star CDS Adronis. We are here. At this time, we bid you greetings, and thank you very much for the opportunity of this interaction today. I am Adronis of Sirius, sending love, appreciation, and gratitude to all who are tuning into this broadcast through your internet collective consciousness. We thank you very much, Blissful Gabriel, for your question about the idea of desire and having it being made into manifestation. And what is the process step by step about how this takes place? Well, Brad has already outlined this through the 5 acts of manifestation. You see, you have a feeling. You therefore have a thought attempting to articulate that feeling. You therefore make a choice, a decision to apply that feeling into physical reality. Therefore, by making the choice, you take the action towards it. So the action energy, in that sense, is what's telling the universe, this is what I want to bring forward in my reality. And then, of course, you have the result. Now, again, through the idea of feeling, thought, choice, and even action, this is all done through your own living energy. All right? It is not done with the material body. The material body simply serves as a conduit relating to this when you take action. But it is the living energy within you that allows the body to take the action. You see? This is all etheric. This is all intangible. So when you are basically programming yourself to create this form of manifestation within yourself, you are seeing yourself as the entire body. You're not excused from it. But what's actually happening is that you're moving this energy past the physical, past the astral, past the causal, and moving deeply into these light domains. And again, this is all part of your body. And again, just like you have internal workings with your physical body that you are not aware of, there are internal workings working together in these domains of light that are patternizing everything, shifting everything. Fields are morphing. Reality itself is shifting, again, like you would understand your lungs that expand and contract, and everything starts to rearrange itself together within the body of the universe to which you are. And now through these shifts come together the idea of newly cyclical events that pertain to the manifestation that you have created through your desire, through your feeling, through your thought, through your choice, through your action, therefore receiving the result. So there is a congruent shift of energies happening exponentially in different forms of domains left unseen. We cannot explain them to you because you cannot see them. You are basically looking, in the best form of analogy, as particles shifting. You are looking at it in the best form of analogy as light hues changing. You are looking at, in the best form of analogy, as reality itself bending. You are looking for, in this particular form of analogy, as your own body going through internal processes, so that you have an internal process to fight off a disease, to fight off a virus. You have white blood cells for that. And again, you have other particular forms of properties within your body that are happening right now that you are not aware of. The same goes with the universe when you are manifesting a state of desire. Everything is shifting. There is internal workings relating to the universe, as we have just described. Therefore, as everything reaches its peak, it comes together in a state of synchronicity, which means you have to allow the celestial gates of the universe to open up to deliver this manifestation together with you. So again, this is something that you can find quite commonly in your astrology, that you are looking at events, that you are looking at opportunities, that you are looking at the flow of energy, something that could be narrow band or something that could be wide band. But it's all coming together through the internal processes of your natural body. And now it comes together in a state of eventful manifestation because it is working together with the causal plane, into the astral plane, into the physical plane. So again, just as we say it goes out through those planes and it starts mixing together here in the domains of light, patternizing, refocusing, realigning, shifting the hues, reorienting the aspects pertaining to this manifestation to shift within the universal body matrix that represents yourself, and then comes back down the chute again. And now here's your manifestation. You see? It is no more different than the internal mechanisms, the internal nature of your own physical body. When it again goes through certain processes, when it needs to fight a virus, when it is growing, when it is digesting food, when it is sending more blood to an area of the body, it's no different. It's just another type of matrix, as it were. So when it goes off into the light domains, as we stated, we really can't tell you specifics about that because you can't comprehend it. It is in these light domains where thought itself is structured. You cannot comprehend that through the articulate mind. It's too limited. But this is where all the thoughts of reality, if you move up even higher, this is where all the feelings of reality congregate themselves together into states of manifestation. But they are beyond space and time. They simply are. You see? And again, it works together in the state of a field. So, we are not attempting to explain this non-linearly. For you to have a linear understanding in that sense is a bit of a challenge. But again, you could say that the light domains are working to digest and process that order, that desire that you have. And then when, of course, the appropriate time comes together, astrologically, numerologically, eventfully, back down the funnel and into physical reality for you to observe. But again, these are all just different aspects pertaining to your body. Your physical reality is a part of your body. Your astral reality is a part of your body. Your causal reality is a part of your body. Your etheric reality is part of your body. The light domains are a part of your body. Everything that represents the universe as a matrix represents your body. There's no separation. This is why we say it's all you that's doing the processing. All right? We thank you very much for your question. Okay, thank you, Adronis, and thank you, Gabriel, for your question. All right, let's move down the list here a bit more. And I lost my spot again. Okay, let me go down a bit more. All right. What's your perspective on the Utah monolith? Asked Phil. Yeah, there's some people that are seeing, or a lot of people I would say, they're seeing this kind of silver monolith in Utah, right? It's basically right in the middle of the desert. I was checking out some images. I'm like, yeah, it's cool, but Yeah, it's not a genuine article. It feels like something that somebody has created to basically make a point in that way. So it's something that's been contrived in that way. It's not actual ET technology, but it's certainly bringing in that memories. Oh, hey, 2001, right? The monolith. So it could be something somebody has just basically synchronistically put together, and it may be a sign of something to come, but it certainly was conjured by man, not by ETs. Okay, so that's what I can share. That's the first thing that came to me as soon as I saw it. Yeah, this is a conjured human-made thing, but it's bringing something up. So that all together is wonderful. Okay. Let me just go down the list here. Just one moment, guys. Okay. I'm just looking at some questions, guys. We're going to wrap up pretty quick here, so we're going to take one or two more questions, and we're going to get things wrapped up here. So I'm just looking at one that I think that would be really, really good for many people to see. Okay. It's hard to say because we got some interesting questions here, but I'm trying to see if I can find one that's kind of beneficial for a lot of people to hear. Someone says, are you saying that since neither Trump nor Biden will be president, there will not be a Republican or Democratic Party anymore? Either that or they'll be completely remade. So yeah, that's exactly what's being said. If basically neither party can serve together as a president, then basically both parties will most likely be scrapped. They'll be scrapped, or they'll be reinstituted, they'll be revamped in a certain way, or we may see the complete and total implosion of a two-party system altogether. Look what the election has done, guys. It's caused a lot of Americans to never even want to trust another election ever again, right? That system is not going to be used anymore. So with that system being scrapped, you could basically put your last bottom dollar on the idea of everything pertaining to a Republican and a Democratic Party to be scrapped as well, because they're inefficient. They're not working together with where we're going. So that's my feeling altogether, is saying, are you saying that neither Trump nor Biden will be president? There will not be a Republican or Democratic Party anymore. Pretty much yes. Okay, so we got to see that happening in 2021. We got to see where that takes you. Again, the universe can throw surprises at us all, but this is where the momentum feels. Okay. Okay. Okay, there's some talks about Satan and Lucifer here. I'm not going to really get into that today. I've already talked about this in the past, guys. Search my channel. Okay, I've already talked about this stuff, guys. Okay, so we're going to take one more question and we're going to wrap up. Betsy says something really great. We don't need elections anymore in 5D. Amen, Betsy. You got it. I would agree with you there. But we're not quite moving to 5D yet. This is just an octave, okay? We're still in a third density Earth. We're still in an octave. It's just like a rung up the ladder, okay? That's really what's happening in the point of no return. It's not a fourth density Earth or a fifth dimensional Earth. It's just an octave shift. We're moving up a little bit higher, right, into a third density spectrum. So we're not going through the harvest. The harvest is 2038, as I've talked about, okay? It's interesting because there's some people that ask questions and they're saying, is this going to happen before this happens? Well, sorry to say, guys, but what you're saying is going to happen isn't going to happen. So I don't really know how to answer those questions. So I'm at the bottom of the list right now here, guys. So I think we'll end with talking about people on the fourth dimension. Okay, I guess we'll talk about I don't really like that word, aliens, right? It's very derogatory. It's almost like me talking to humans as if they're meat suits, right? So I don't prefer that term, aliens, right? You have to look at it as star family, as star humanity, right? Because a lot of the beings that are working with us right now are human beings, right? There are some that are non-human in that way, but they're not really fond of the alien term that people keep giving them. And whenever I hear someone say alien, I say, okay, you have no idea what's even going on. If you have to refer to these beings as aliens, you have no clue of what's happening, right? You have to understand that this is star family, right? This is us, just in other different realities, other dimensions, other planets, other realities, and they're coming back because there is a synchronistic relationship connection between them and us, right? So I don't see them as aliens. In fact, the way humans act on this planet, some of them, I would say that they're more aliens than aliens are, right? So I don't refer to them in that particular term. And thank you, Super Cali, for your contribution. I appreciate that. But no, I mean, I don't see it in that particular way. I've always referred to them as star family, as star humanity in that way, as us, where we are going. And a lot of them are from different parallel Earths, right? A lot of them come from what we term as our future. There's even those in what we would term as our ancient past that have come ahead here as well, too, from another dimensional Earth. So again, whenever I hear the word alien, like, okay, guys, no offense, but you have no clue what's going on, right? If you have to refer to the beings that exist beyond your world and between dimensions as aliens, you're not getting this, right? You're not cluing in. So again, you have to see these beings as you do yourself. We're all one big family, guys. We're all one big, gigantic family here in a dynamic universe. And we're all going to be sharing the universe together in the short times ahead here. Next year may also be a very high possibility of more light being shed pertaining to the extraterrestrial disclosure. Someone in the past asked me, is Donald Trump going to be the disclosure president? And I felt, no. Somebody else, I feel that maybe somebody after him would be, right? Because Trump's just not into that stuff. And he knows quite a bit of information. That's not what he's focusing on. He's into business. His thing is business, right? That's really what he wants to focus on. So this is why I say he doesn't fit the bill for that. Basically, a person that is going to reveal a lot more has to kind of have that kind of childlike energy. So my feeling is that this new leader that's going to come in to the United States may be the one who will do it. So, and again, that's just my feeling of it. I can't put a 100% stamp of approval on that, but that's my feeling, is that there may be some information relating to our star family, star humanity, right? Star brothers and sisters. And it does not matter what body they have. It does not matter if they're human or non-human, right? They are all family. We are all connected together. We are soul. And that's what binds us together, okay? So guys, I think we're going to wrap up there. Like I said, it's going to be kind of a short episode today. So again, thank you, Super Cali, for your contribution. I appreciate that. And again, I will be back next week. Actually, I'll be doing a video this weekend, okay, talking about the Nani mudra. And then next Friday will be the debut of New Earth TV Live, okay? It's still going to be like this, just under a new name and with a co-host, okay? So again, I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today, and I will speak to you all again in another perspective of the now. Take care.